old town, and we picked this
Hello everybody, I'm Gilbert.
And I'm Lilian. Welcome to another episode of Gibbon Travelogue.
And today we are now in this beautiful city of Chongqing, one of China's most vibrant and dynamic cities.
And it is one of the biggest in the world. It has a population of 30 million people.
13 million people, that's a lot of people.
So let's get started.
Let's get started! In this video, we are diving into the heart of China to explore the mesmerizing mountain city of Chongqing with its more than 3,000 years of history. From bustling shopping streets to ancient towns and unique architectural wonders, there is so much to see and do. During this trip to Chongqing, I learned a new word, 打卡, which roughly translates to checking in internet speak. So, we are going to bring you to the coolest 10 places in Chongqing to 打卡. Our first stop is Jiefangbei, the commercial heart of Chongqing. It is named after the Jiefangbei monument, which was built in 1945 and stands right here at the center. The monument was originally intended to commemorate the city's liberation from the Japanese at the end of the Second World War. Subsequently, in 1949, the monument was changed to symbolize the liberation of China from the nationalists. This area is a bustling hub of activity, offering a nice blend of modern skyscrapers, shopping malls, and historical landmarks. The Jiefangbei Central Business District is home to numerous shopping malls and international brand stores. The area is also packed with interesting shops and historical buildings, such as this post office cum cafe cum museum. Jiefangbei is known for its lively atmosphere. It is the place where locals and tourists alike gather to shop, eat and enjoy the city's urban vibe. The pedestrian streets are always filled with people, making it a perfect spot for people watching and soaking in the local culture. Just a stone's throw away is the Bayi Food Street. This street is known for its diverse and authentic Chongqing cuisine, especially its street food. Here you can sample local delicacies such as hotpot skewers, grilled meats, noodles, fish balls and other exotic food stuff. These two shops, Gui Baozi and Gui Su Rou, are very popular shops reviewed favorably by social influencers, so do check them out when you are here. The Bayi Food Street is always bustling with activity. The tantalizing aroma of food, the sound of vendors calling out to customers, and the sight of sizzling grills create quite a sensory feast. If you visit the street at night, the ambience of the place is even more exciting with the colourful lights and the bigger crowds. Next, we visit the ancient town of Shibadi. Shibadi, also known as the 18 Steps, is a historic area located in the old city of Chongqing. It is said that Shibadi was named after its 18 flights of steps from the top of the stairway to the water well at its bottom, as it was the most convenient passageway connecting the port in the upper half of the old city to the Yangtze River wharf in the lower half of the old city. Shibadi gradually became a bustling marketplace and a popular residential area since the Ming Dynasty through the Qing Dynasty. A large number of Bayi folk houses built close to the mountain were stacked and scattered in rows. These houses are well-preserved examples of traditional Chongqing architecture. Look at the design, brick walls and tiled roofs. Very interesting. Shibadi is also known for its vibrant street markets, The market atmosphere is lively and offers a taste of local life. There is also a nice Starbucks located in a refurbished traditional Bayi house. In recent times, many modern cafes have emerged, offering live music to entertain visitors over a glass of cocktail and desserts. For breathtaking views, climb up the Mountain City Alley. The panoramic vistas of Chongqing are simply stunning, especially at sunset. Once a footpath for the city's residents, Shanchenggang Alley has now been transformed into an architectural museum where you can find historical buildings that date back to hundreds of years. Located in the Yuzhong district of Chongqing, the Shancheng Alley walking path is about 1.5 kilometers long and take you uphill from Chongqing Road entrance to the Consular Lane. There is one tip that we wish we knew before we went there. Instead of walking up, you can ask the taxi to alight you in the Consular Lane and then walk down. It is physically easier this way. From the top, you get a panoramic view of the city along the Yangtze River and a spectacular view of the Chongqing Bridge. There are also a few cafes that have outdoor seatings for visitors to really soak in the marvelous view. We stopped by a little traditional noodle shop to try the famous Chongqing cold noodles. Not bad, I must say. We also tried this dessert with red beans and barley. We also tried tang yuan from a shop owned by a famous TV celebrity. A few shops away is a repurposed house that serves the famous Chongqing Hotpot. Along the way, we saw quite a few historical buildings, such as the Holu residence, which was built in the 1920s and was the residence of the Sichuan Army General Lan Wenbin. There is the former site of the French charity hall, Ren Ai Tang, which was built in 1902 and was later taken over by a Chinese medicine school in 1944. Further down the road, we came across the remnants of the French consulate, which was severely damaged during the Second World War. Finally, we arrived at the end of the Mountain Alley Trail at Consular Lane, which used to house the embassies of the US, Germany, UK and France. You can't visit Chongqing without experiencing the iconic train going through the building at Liziba Station. In fact, this is the attraction that made Lilian want to come to Chongqing. Liziba Station in Chongqing is famous for its unique and awe-inspiring feature, a train line that passes directly through a residential building. This remarkable engineering feat has become an iconic symbol of Chongqing's innovative urban planning and its ability to adapt to the city's challenging mountainous terrain. Liziba Station is part of Chongqing Rail Transit Line 2. It is located in the Yuzhong district, an area known for its dense urban environment and steep hills. The light rail track runs directly through the 6th to 8th floors of a 19-story residential building. This unusual design was necessitated by the city's lack of flat land and the need to maximize space in the densely populated urban area. Engineers use advanced soundproofing and vibration damping technologies to ensure that the passing trains would not disturb the occupants. This engineering marvel has become a cultural and tourist icon, attracting visitors from around the world and symbolizes Chongqing's creativity in overcoming geographical challenges. Contrary to popular belief, the station and the building were constructed together as one whole structure in 2005. The monorail was not retrofitted through the middle of an existing structure. The best place where visitors can watch the train pass through the building is on a wide pavement opposite the train station. Over time, This place is somewhat like a tourist attraction with vendors selling souvenirs and refreshments.
Hey, Lobo.
Welcome to Singapore, Raffles City. But we're in Chongqing.
This architectural wonder brings a slice of Singapore to Chongqing with its sleek design and vibrant atmosphere. Raffles City, Chongqing is a stunning architectural complex located at the confluence of the Yangtze and Jialing rivers. Often compared to Singapore's Marina Bay Sands, due to its distinctive design, Raffles City, Chongqing is a modern marvel that combines residential, commercial, and leisure spaces in one iconic structure. Designed by the same architect who also designed Marina Bay Sands, Raffles City, Chongqing features a futuristic and innovative design. The complex consists of 8 skyscrapers, including 2 350-meter tall towers and 6 250-meter tall shorter towers. The highlight of Raffles City, Chongqing is the Crystal, a horizontal skyscraper that links 4 of the towers at a height of 250 meters. The Crystal is a sky bridge that houses gardens, a clubhouse, an infinity pool, observation decks, and various dining and entertainment venues. This sky bridge offers panoramic views of Chongqing, making it a major attraction for tourists. The observation decks provide breathtaking vistas of the river and the city's skyline, especially during sunset. The complex also features a large shopping mall with a wide range of retail stores, from high-end brands to local boutiques, providing a comprehensive shopping experience. Hongyadong is a must-visit, especially at night. The lights, the crowd, and the lively ambience make it an unforgettable experience. Hongyadong is an 11-story stilt building that is built onto the hillside along the southern bank of the Jialing River and is one of Chongqing's most famous and iconic attractions. The complex was initially established as a military fortification from the ancient Ba state over 2,000 years ago and through the end of the Qing dynasty. Stilt houses, Diaojiaolou, were built along the river bank and were populated until 1949. As the shipping industry declined during that time, the Diaojiaolou were left in disrepair before getting torn down from 2005 onwards by the local government. Newer buildings in the style of Bayi, Diaojiaolou were built in place. Construction of the new complex alongside preservation began in 2006. At night, Hongyadong is illuminated with colourful lights, creating a magical and fairy tale ambience. The glowing lights against the backdrop of the river and city skyline make it a popular spot for nighttime photography. One of the best places to view Hongyadong is to go to the Chongqing Grand Theatre, Chongqing Dajiyuan. From there, you can look across for a fantastic view of the Chongqing cityscape and the Qianshimen Daqiao. When it turns dark, you can descend all the way to the riverside for an amazing view of Hongyadong. In modern living, it is understood that a 24-story tall apartment should have an elevator to serve its residents. However, this is not the case for one apartment block in Chongqing. This apartment block is the White Elephant Residence, Bayi, located in Bayi Street on the bank of the Yangtze River. It was built in 1992. There are 3 reasons why this ordinary-looking old flat became a unique tourist attraction. Firstly, it's one of the best places to photograph the iconic Chongqing roadway and the Chongqing cityscape. Secondly, it was featured in numerous Chinese TV dramas. And most importantly, people are simply intrigued by the fact that the building has 24 floors and yet not have an elevator. This is due to the topography of the location, and in a way representative of many parts of Chongqing itself. Because of the mountainous terrain in Chongqing, the Bayi was built on the hill slope with just 3 entrances set up on different floors. The first entrance is the entrance at Dinjiang Road, which is the lowest entrance. When you walk in, it is the first floor of the block. On the 10th floor, there is a second entrance. The third entrance is on the 15th floor, which can be entered from East Jiefangbei Road. This is considered the main entrance where the statue of the white elephant that visitors are familiar with is located. Depending on which floor the resident stays on, he or she will use the most convenient entrance. Hence, the elevator is not quite necessary. When we arrived at Bayi, we thought that this was a most unusual and unlikely attraction. It was just an old flat, and with everyone coming here to Taka, it was kind of messy. Only after we realized the uniqueness of the building and the great views of the roadway and the cityscape, we thoroughly enjoyed and appreciated Chongqing's quirky landscape. Another example of this quirky landscape is the Guixing Tower, Guixing Lou, located in the Nan'an district in Chongqing. This tower offers a unique experience where visitors enter on what seems to be the ground floor, only to find themselves on the 22nd floor due to the city's undulating terrain.
So that was first floor and this 22nd floor.
And it is only in Chongqing we can experience this fascinating urban anomaly. Chongqing Hotpot, also known as Chongqing Huoguo, is one of the most famous and beloved food of Chongqing. Known for its spicy and flavorful broth, this iconic dish is an integral part of the city's food culture.
We just made a friend from Chongqing.
In fact, one of the locals that we met in Chongqing would have hot pot twice a day. Chongqing Hotpot traces its roots back to the late Ming and early Qing dynasties. Originally, it was a meal favoured by boatmen and dock workers along the Yangtze River. They used inexpensive ingredients and a fiery broth to create a hearty, warming dish that was both satisfying and cost-effective. Over the centuries, Chongqing Hotpot has evolved into a culinary art form with a wide variety of ingredients and broth to suit suitable tastes. The hallmark of Chongqing Hotpot is its intensely spicy and numbing broth, made with a generous amount of Sichuan peppercorns, dried chili peppers, garlic, ginger, and other aromatic spices. Diners can choose from an extensive array of ingredients to cook in the hot pot, including thinly sliced meats, offal, seafood, tofu, mushroom, and a variety of fresh vegetables. Diners can also select their preferred level of spiciness and choose from different types of broth. And since Lilian doesn't take spicy, we opted for a dual side or yuan yang pot that offers both spicy and non-spicy broth. And no visit to Chongqing is complete without trying the famous Chongqing Hotpot. So do head to a local hotpot joint when you are there. Step into the ancient town of Ciqi Ancient Town, where traditional charm meets modern day life. It is a perfect spot for a leisurely stroll and some great photo ops. Ciqi Ancient Town is a historic town located in the Shapingba district of Chongqing, with a history spanning over 1,000 years. Ciqi Ancient Town is a well-preserved site that offers a glimpse into the region's rich cultural and commercial past. Ciqi Ancient Town dates back to the late Song dynasty and was originally called Longyingzhen. Its town was changed to Ciqi, which means porcelain pot, during the Ming and Qing dynasty, reflecting its prominence as a center for porcelain production and trade. The town thrived as a commercial hub, benefiting from its strategic location along the Jialing River and exported high-quality porcelain to various regions. The town is characterized by its well-preserved traditional buildings, featuring classic Chinese architectural elements. These buildings line the narrow, winding streets, creating a charming and nostalgic atmosphere. The town boasts numerous old tea houses, where visitors can experience traditional tea culture and enjoy local performances. These tea houses are integral to the town's social fabric, serving as gathering places for both locals and visitors. The town is also famous for its different variety of traditional Chongqing dishes and street food. Food stalls and small restaurants line the streets, providing a feast for the senses. Art lovers will enjoy Tuya Street, a vibrant graffiti street showcasing stunning street art. It is a great place to appreciate local creativity and snap some colourful photos. Tuya Street is a vibrant and colourful hotspot located in the Yuzhong district of Chongqing. The concept of Tuya Street was initiated by local artists and supported by the municipal government as part of an effort to revitalise the urban environment and promote public art. What was once a series of plain and unremarkable walls has been transformed into an open-air gallery filled with striking murals and graffiti art. This project has breathed new life into the area, making it a lively and engaging place to visit. The artwork on Tuya Street covers a wide range of subjects, including local culture, historical figures, contemporary issues, and whimsical fantasies. Some murals pay homage to Chongqing history and landmarks, while others explore modern social themes or purely artistic expressions. And that's a wrap on our Chongqing adventure. I hope you enjoyed discovering the interesting things to do in this incredible mountain city. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more travel tips and guides. See you in our next video. Oh, one more thing, when you're in Chongqing, with all the walking and slope climbing, you can always end your day with a relaxing massage. We recommend Golden Impression, which comes with a private room and a large TV screen. Okay, that's all folks.